Hey oddballs, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the mother of all Empties videos for you. I have not gone through my Empties stash since before Christmas and I gotta say, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. I'm gonna keep this intro short because this is probably gonna be a big long video, so go ahead and pause me right now, run and get a snack, find somewhere comfortable to sit because we are in this for the long haul. Are you ready? Where do I even begin with this? Okay, let's dive in with an old favourite because I have quite a few of them. This is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and if you've been subscribed to my channel for any length of time, then you will know that this has been my go-to foundation for years. It's got excellent coverage, good staying power, it doesn't make me any more oily than I unfortunately already am. It comes in a huge variety of shades, so still a big fan of these, as you can tell. The next thing I want to talk about was a game changer for me, and this is the Dove Caring Hand Wash. Now, I read on Zoella's blog that she uses this stuff to clean her makeup brushes, and I was like, hey, if it's good enough for Zoella, it's good enough for me. So I stopped buying my £15 MAC makeup brush cleaner and just bought this for £1, and it has lasted me for, I want to say over a year, maybe. Wow. It really does get in there and loosen up all the gunk, but it also keeps my brushes nice and soft and moisturised. And for £1, why would I ever go out and spend like £15–20 on a makeup brush cleaner when this does the exact same thing? Okay, this was a new product for me, and this is the Lush Jasmine and Henna Fluff Ease Hair Treatment. My hair has been doing all kinds of crazy things recently. It's settled down, but it definitely had a moment. It was just a constant hot mess. And I was trying like oil on it, I was trying like defrizzing spray, I was like straightening it, curling it, trying to just, I don't know, do anything to make it look like hair. I don't want to think back to that time, it was a dark time. But I tried this in an attempt to get it to look nice and sleek again, and I really liked it. I've always used the Schwen, whatever the heck one that is called, in the past, and I love that. It works really well, but it stinks of cinnamon, which I hate. So this smelled a lot nicer, but to be honest, I think the Schwen Juan stuff was more of an intense conditioning treatment for me. Like, this made my hair silky soft for a day and then the frizz would break out again, so it didn't last as long as the moisturising power of the Schwen, Juan, whatever. So I feel like I'm just gonna switch back to that one, even though this one does smell divine. Okay, next I have a product that seems to get a lot of airtime on YouTube. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder, and it's a translucent powder. I really wanted to like this, and I originally bought it for baking with, but if you watched that baking video I did where I tried this out, it was a hot mess in an extreme way. So it clearly is not a good baking powder, and a couple of you commented and said that this is just not the one for baking. And even as a setting powder, I just didn't love it. It did give me a kind of very airbrushed look when I applied it with a sponge, but it just seemed to dry me out, which I'm very oily, but it just sucked all the moisture right out of my face and settled into all of my fine lines, made my skin feel quite stiff and dry. So yeah, just not the one for me. Okay, next I have a hand cream, and I have really gotten into hand creams recently because, you know, sometimes you see someone who looks really youthful in the face but they have like really wrinkly hands. I don't want to be that person. So I've started using hand creams. This is the Vaseline Hand and Stronger Nails hand cream, and I just wasn't a fan of this. I mean, it wasn't very expensive, it was just a cheap one, but it felt very watery. It didn't seem to really penetrate into my skin and moisturize very well. It just seemed to kind of sit on the surface. so I won't be buying this one again. Okay, here's a product that I really did like, and this is the Renew Multi-Intensive Serum Q10 Anti-Wrinkle Cream. This stuff comes from Aldi, and I don't remember how much it was. Maybe it was like £4 or £5. It was very inexpensive, and I am here to tell you that this stuff is amazing. I would use it at night right before I went to bed, and it was nice. It kind of sank into the skin really nicely. It didn't feel greasy or heavy on my face, and I did notice a difference in my complexion. It just, everything seemed a lot brighter, a lot more kind of sucked in pore-wise. I think sometimes you see kind of cheap cosmetics, particularly in Aldi of all places, and you think, oh, that's not going to be very good, that's not going to work, but trust me, this stuff is amazing. I've gone through another jar of coconut oil. You guys already know. I mean, do I have to proclaim my love for coconut oil again? It's just amazing. It has endless uses. This is the perfectly pure 100% natural raw virgin coconut oil, and I get it from Holland and Barrett's, and you can use it as a hair mask, a makeup remover, a shaving gel. You can use it for pretty much anything and everything, and it is delicious to cook with as well. So next I have some mascaras. The first one is the Benefit They're Real mascara in black, and we all know, we all love Benefits They're Real, okay? It's great. It does some wonderful things to our eyelashes. But I will say that recently I'm kind of moving away from the plastic applicator. Like, this has this little plastic spiky applicator, but I found myself moving back towards the more kind of fibery, bristly, old school applicator ones. I don't know why, I just feel like this gives you excellent volume and length, but they look fake, and sometimes I just want to look like I've got fantastic natural lashes, which is not true, unfortunately, but I want a mascara that makes it look like, hey, I woke up like this with these very natural looking wonderful lashes. And I feel like with a plastic brush they tend to look a little bit more fake and false. The next mascara I have is the What Even Are You? This is the L'Oreal Paris Mega Volume Collagen 24-Hour Mascara, and my mother bought this and she hated it, so she gave it to me, and I hated it. So I think there's still loads left in here actually. It's definitely not empty. And it's got that kind of fibery, bristly brush like I was talking about, but look how chunky and weird it is. Like, do you see that? What is this monstrosity? It's almost like it does this, which I don't understand why. But my mascara was so clumpy. Even when I was scraping it off onto the side like this, I was getting so many clumps. Just too much product was getting on that brush. There was just no control. And I hate throwing things away when they're not done. But friends, I have tried, and I just cannot use this mascara. It's gonna have to go in the bin. Okay, next I have some new face wipes. Look at this. Do you see? If you've seen any of my other Empties videos ever, I always have, I have them right here. These simple, kind to skin cleansing facial wipes. These have been my go-to for, the majority of my life, I don't know. And this year it has really been my mission to cut down on my use of face wipes because they're just not good for the environment, you guys. So I have one pack of these, which I still think if you are using face wipes and you love face wipes, these are golden, they're great. They get the waterproof mascara off and they don't break up my face. So good. But now I've finally tried a new face wipe, and these are the Soap and Glory Off Your Face 3-in-1 Daily Purifying Cloths. It says infused with pore shrink, peach and gorgeous extracts. I don't know. Everything claims it's gonna shrink my pores, and nothing really does because they're so huge. But I did enjoy these face wipes. They smell kind of, I got a tea tree cucumber type of vibe. I don't know if any of those ingredients are actually in here. They stayed moist. Sometimes I feel like with these, no matter how careful you are to seal them back up, by the time you get to the end of the packet, they've dried out. But these stayed really moist, almost like wet. They were good at moisture retention. I have 2 more L'Oreal True Match foundations in here, so that brings my total up to 6. Oh my gosh, I'm keeping L'Oreal in business single-handedly. The next thing I have in my little overflowing bin is this Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, and people have been going crazy for this. I know people who swear by this and love it like a child. You know what? I just don't see it, okay? I just didn't fall in love with it. I tried to fall in love. I tried to make those feelings happen. I just feel like my skin didn't love this. It's not like it made me break out or anything, but my skin just looked a bit dull and lifeless while I was using this. For me, it was not as good as the L'Oreal Micellar Water. I really do prefer that one. What is this obsession about? Because I don't get it. Next, I have another skincare item, and this is the Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel Cleansing and Toning Lotion. And I don't remember how much it was. It was very cheap. Maybe it was like £3, maybe it was less. And do you know what? For the price, I don't think you're going to get anything better. Was it the best toner of my life? No, but it was a good toner. It was decent. I think my biggest issue with this is that I didn't get the tinglies. I like when I use a toner, or a cleanser for that matter, when my face gets all tingly and it's like, oh, it's working, it's doing something to my pores, jazz hands. And I just didn't get that with this. But this worked just as well as the Clean and Clear one I've used. Better than the Garnier one that I'm using right now. This is way better. So don't be put off just because it's cheap and just because it's unbranded, because it's pretty good. Okay, I have some concealers to talk to you about. These first 2 are both the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealers. I've gone through more of these than I care to discuss because I just love them. The coverage is excellent. They blend beautifully. They don't sink into fine lines. This is the best drugstore or high street concealer that I've come across, and I am addicted, as you can tell. This other concealer is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer, and I got this in vanilla. Much more of a choice of colours with this concealer than with the Maybelline one, and it was a pretty good concealer. I mean, it blended really nicely, it was creamy, but the coverage wasn't there for me. It was more of a medium coverage concealer, whereas I'm looking for that high full coverage, you know? Okay, next I have the Revlon Photo Ready Perfecting Primer. I am so obsessed with this primer. It keeps me nice and matte all day, and it's so smooth and soft, but it doesn't have that silicone feel like the Benefit Professional. That's the one. For those of you who don't like that, you may love this because it's super soft. Your foundation can just glide all over your face and it keeps everything staying put all day. Next, I have another much loved primer. This is the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. Again, excellent at keeping me oil free, and you know, I'm an oily mess, so that is quite a feat. And again, like the Revlon one, it doesn't have that silicone-y feel to it. It doesn't have that kind of super soft satiny feel like the Revlon one. It kind of just sinks in and then feels like skin, if that makes sense. But I still really love this. I've gone through a few of these. I'm a loyal consumer, as you can tell. Once I like something, I will buy it forever. Apparently, I'm also a very loyal consumer of the NYX Matte Finish long-lasting setting spray. Thank you, world, for inventing such a wonderful product. I notice a huge difference when I do not have my setting spray on. It just, my makeup wants to break up and slide around my nose area where I'm super oily. But this glues it to my face. And you know what? If you use a couple of sprays before you do your makeup and then a couple of sprays after, it's pretty much cemented to your face. So I'm a big fan of this. Okay, now I want to talk about some fancy products. These are all my Estee Lauder miniatures from when I went to that blogging event. I got such a lovely goodie bag. Thank you, Estee Lauder. So sweet. The first thing I got was the Estee Lauder Daywear Advanced Multi-Protection Antioxidant Cream with an SPF 15. And I liked it. I didn't dislike it at all, but I felt that for me and my skin, it was just a little bit too heavy. I mean, it wasn't anything intense. I would put it on and then I would need to leave it about 5 minutes to sink in, which isn't a big deal, like first world problems. I guess because my skin is oily as well, that is an issue for me with a lot of moisturizers. Next, I have the Estee Lauder Nightwear Plus Antioxidant and Night Detox Cream. And again, I found this a little bit heavy on my skin. My skin doesn't tend to love moisturizers anyway. But absolutely beautiful. It's different at night because you've got time to let things sink in, and so I didn't really mind. But to be honest, everything was totally eclipsed by this. Nothing else mattered to me because this stole my heart. This is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex 2. And this is the one where if you get the full size, which I now have in my drawer, it comes with a little pipette. So you can feel like a scientist at night. It's magical. As you can tell by the fact that I've gone out and got another one, I absolutely fell in love with this. It got absorbed into my skin instantly. The first time I used it, my skin was like, more please. I feel like it just completely brightened up my complexion, made it look a lot more even. It's expensive, but a little goes a long way. You could probably use a bottle a year, and when you think about it that way, that's okay. We can justify that. I'd like to say we're almost done, but that would be a lie. How are your snacks holding out, people? Are we still here? How are you? Next, I have an eyeliner. I don't even know what this is called because it's all rubbed off. It's the L'Oreal Super Liner of some kind. I feel like it's the Slim Liner. It's got the little wand like this, and then you just dip it in. And I'm sure I did a whole review of this a long time ago when I first used it. And it's a really nice liner. It stays put. It's very black, very pigmented. But I recently discovered the Soap & Glory Super Cat eyeliner. So I've abandoned ship on this one, even though it is a beautiful liner and it's great. I've jumped ship and I'm with Soap & Glory now. Speaking of Soap & Glory, I have their Thick and Fast Super Volume Mascara. Favorite mascara of life right now. It has those like synthetic bristles like I was talking about that give me a really nice natural fluttery. I call them Disney princess lashes because you get intense volume, intense length, but no clumping, and they look natural. They look like real eyelashes. And so I love this. Batiste. We already know I love Batiste. Batiste is great. This is the Floral and Flirty blush scent, which is really nice, but the tropical is my favorite. It smells like holiday. It smells like coconut, and it's just, I love coconut scent. Love coconut scent so much. So that is my favorite scent. This one's a little bit less intense and a little bit more like florally. But if you want to smell like a holiday, this is the one. Next, I have the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain. I don't even know if that's what they're called anymore. I think now they're just Colour Burst Balm Stains or something. Anyway, it's the Revlon Balm Stain, the original kind, not the Lacquer Balm, not the Matte Balm, the original kind in honey. And I've been talking about this for years. Since I started this YouTube channel. Literally since I started this YouTube channel, I've been obsessed with this lipstick. It's the perfect everyday nude, and these stay put like no other lip product I've ever used. This is the first lipstick I've ever used up completely. So that just goes to show how loved this is. Also the fact that it is a tatty mess just goes to show it's well loved. I have another moisturizer here. This is the Sonia Aloe Balancing Cream from Forever. I've talked about Forever products. I haven't talked about them in a while, but I've definitely mentioned them on my channel before. We were talking about the Estee Lauder moisturizers, but to be honest, I feel like this one is better, to be completely honest. It clears up my face. If I've got any redness or blotchiness going on, then this will clear it up. It keeps me nice and soft without being oily or greasy, and yeah, it just makes my complexion look 100 times better. It's wonderful. I'm gonna say it's my favorite moisturizer I've ever used. I'm gonna say that. There, it's out there in the world now. I'm saying it. This is the Swan Wen How hair treatment that I was talking about earlier. That's literally not how you pronounce it. But does anybody know? How do you pronounce this? I've been talking about this hair treatment forever on this channel, and I literally have no idea what it's even called. A Swan Wen How. Why don't they just call it like soft hair makeup or something like that? I don't know. It smells like cinnamon, like I said 5 hours ago when this video started, but if you like cinnamon, I guess that's a good thing. I hate cinnamon, but I'm willing to look past it. I'm willing to look past it because this does such beautiful things to my hair. It makes it so soft and sleek, and it just infuses it with moisture. I'm trying to grow my hair, so I use this and it helps me to keep split ends at bay. Actually, if you want to see an updated hair care routine, let me know, because I haven't updated that in a long time and a lot has changed. But yeah, it's getting there. We're getting there. And we're also getting there with this video, because this is the last product. This is the Aisha Fresh Face Mask. Yeah, if you bring back 5 of these empty pots to Lush, you get one of these for free. You can also buy them, but I mean, what a great policy to have, because it means more people are recycling and it's nice to get things for free and etc, etc. It's just great. So I got the Aisha one because it's meant to be tightening. I just wanted something that would maybe tighten up the pores a little bit, theme of my life. And it was a lovely, lovely face mask. The only thing with the Fresh Face Mask is that you need to use them pretty quickly. You pretty much, to get your full use out of it, have to use it every day, which is nice. Nice to have a face mask every day. That's the only thing. You do need to use them up, and you do need to keep them in the fridge. Oh. Okay, I've got so much rubbish to get rid of. I'm exhausted, and I bet you are too. I bet your snack ran out about 20 minutes ago. Thank you if you made it to the end of this video. Well done, you deserve some kind of medal. If you did make it to the end of this video, then comment Odd Squad down below so that I know how many of you actually made it. Did anybody make it? That's the question. If you enjoyed this video in its epic, never-ending glory, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you haven't already, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the family. It's a lot of fun here. For those of you who have already subscribed, thank you guys so much. You're my oddballs and I love you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day and I will see you all soon. Bye!
Yeah.